This model kit review is of the Spitfire, and this is by Monogram. It's the Mk.IX. It's a very old model kit, as you can tell. Here's a picture of the finished model. Some more pictures of the finished model. And I have a lot of models of Spitfires. It's one of my favorite planes. It's a classic plane. Here are the wing tops. As you can see, there's a lot of detail here on the surface, but these are all raised rivet lines. If we have a look on the underside, again, lots of surface detail here, but all raised. And if we look at the inside of these wheel wells, there's really nothing. Here's our propeller, which comes attached to the spinner, with some mold lines there. And here are our fuselages, left and right. Exhaust needs to be drilled out a little bit. And again, lots of rivet lines, all raised. Same thing with the wheel well covers. We have a fuel tank, wheels, landing gear, with some mold lines here, and our cannons. We do have a pilot, again with mold lines. That might be for our fuel tank cover. With a few pieces here. Here's our stabilizer, again with mold lines, and these are the ejector pins that are visible. And some remaining little pieces for the propeller and wheels, and here's one of the bulkheads. Here is our cockpit canopy, not very well molded. Looking at the decals, this is obviously a old kit. They yellowed a little bit, but the decals still look in reasonable shape. And there really isn't a lot of detail on those decals. So here's the instruction guide, typical older Monogram instruction guide showing you pictures of the actual assembly. The antenna gets put in, the pilot is stuck to the rear bulkhead as the fuselage is put together, and then the canopy is placed there. There's no detail on the inside of the cockpit, as you can see there. So it's probably best to leave the canopy closed unless you're going to be doing some additional details. That will actually require a lot of work and completely scratch built. Here are the wheels put together inside the wings, and the fuselage is then put on, then the propeller and the stabilizer. Next we have the fuel tank going on. Here's an exploded drawing of all the different parts. It's a really simple model. And then putting the decals on, as well as the colors needed. All in all, a very simple model, and not a lot of detail.